Hey everyone, this is Jan, and this is a little daily indie game dev update for Thursday, the 20th of August. I'm already in the game. I'm doing a quick playtest, and I'm trying to balance for sound. So let's see. So I want you to hear the game. So if all is well, you can still hear me clearly, and you can hear the rushing water. And I found another one of those dead spots. This is what we're testing for, and it's right here. Check this out. That's it. No more sound. And there was one over here as well. Over here, over here. But now there's sound, at least some sound. Closer to the waterfall. I really like this. Move away. Now you hear this water pool over here, making little watery sounds. Okay. Escape. Play again. Because we added a new little feature. I was, after the animation yesterday, late at night, I was learning about timelines, because sometimes it's just a good thing to go over some of the basics, and I only use timelines for what I use them for, to move stuff around. But there were certain, so I went over this tutorial, and all of a sudden, like, this guy is showing me like different types of timelines within the same little yellow timeline node, and I was like, oh, you can set gradients for lights? I did not know that. You can set event points for events to happen, and then you get a pin so you can noodle around with other nodes. Like, I had no idea. I also didn't know that you could flip with an enum on the direction and then make something loop like this before. I had looping moving objects before, but not with this ease. And then I spent about 2 hours, till like 10 o'clock at night, figuring out why my jump sucks. It works. See, here it works. I can only jump this way. I cannot jump that way just yet. But it made me realize something. There's a lot of time I simply waste because I make things and they work. That's my version 1, and then I continue with developing the game. What happened? I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. And it works. I do like that it just continues the game in like a darkened thing, like darkened view of the game on the game over screen. Let's just check out the sound over here for a second before we continue our little indie game dev conversation. That's a pretty loud river too. Okay, pretty quiet. Okay, that's good. So, where was I? So the problem with if you just focus on that example of the platform, the jumping was just terrible. I couldn't figure it out. It took me 2 hours. So eventually I realized that there were two problems. Like, one, I was trying to get the player to go across the river, and whenever you go across the river, it triggers the, are you swimming? Can you swim? No, you cannot swim. So then you go into the water and you're 86, right? So I had to add is on a platform check. Like, if you're on a platform, then none of the water settings apply because you're safe. Because that platform might one day be a raft or a boat. So that kind of worked, but then I couldn't jump off correctly, and I couldn't jump on correctly. And because this is actually a 3D space and not flat, the borders of the river are actually sticking up and out in 3D space, so that you can't just cross over, right? Because if they're too low, you can just kind of force your way over. But that means the platform has to be above the edges of the river. So let's show that. It's going to be a lot easier. We go here, zoom, see, there's the platform. So as you can see, the platform is now higher than. so that you can just walk off. And from your point of view in the game, that works fine. But then here, the player needs to jump up in 3D space to get onto the platform, and that caused some issues. Because it worked, because it does do that kind of, but it causes this like trying to get onto a platform and failing, and then getting on there and then sliding backwards. Like, it looked really unnatural. So eventually I settled on teleporting the player in the Z-axis up, then doing a lerp towards the platform, so then he can land. And the timing of it is still a bit off, so he's like floating in the air for a bit instead of just this nice little jump. But it's a version 1 and it kind of works, so that is okay for now. But it made me come to this realization that I've come to before, that I just try my best to make something work, and then as soon as it does and I have that version 1, I just kind of forget about it. This is all awesome, but then I keep getting myself in trouble and then spending way too much time undoing issues that I've created without thinking, just trying to get something up on the screen. Let me just pause here because people are coming back in.